there, Sagittarius. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you may also simply follow the links down below. I do want to remind everybody that this is the last week of the sale, 20% off all services, including gift certificates. So if you are interested in taking part in that, you gotta do it now. You're free to get a gift certificate now and use it after the sale ends. That's perfectly fine with me, but you gotta get on it. And if you're ever interested in signing up or attending a live presentation on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, US and Canada, I actually present my findings for the incoming waves early, and we do that in a long form discussion, Q&As and everything. And yeah, just sign up for my Patreon. $1 minimum pledge a month is all you need to get in and check it out. Maybe we're gonna try it for a couple of months. So what is going on when it comes to this week for you? This week, Sagittarius, you are going to be correcting a lot of missteps and rejecting a lot of mistakes before they happen. And it's not just for yourself, because I am seeing you kind of going in and being not only the protector, but also sort of the liberator. And let's talk about that a little bit. Your spiritual theme of what is occurring throughout this week is the Page of Swords in reverse. And so you're going to be observing a lot of distortion, a lot of discord, maybe in transactions and interactions of your own, but also what you're observing in other people, whether it is, a couple of friends, maybe neighbors, business partners, things along those lines. But the Page of Swords reversed is about actually being able to see where somebody's doing bad math, something's not adding up. Perhaps there are acts of deception going on that need to be cleared and uncovered. I'm also feeling with the Page of Swords reversed that you may also be de-brainwashing certain people in their own life streams, in their own personal experiences. And this may also be something that you find as sort of a regular theme, whether it's at work or in your social life or in your personal life. The Page of Swords reversed is about uncovering an untruth, a false story, a false timeline, possibly a tall tale somebody is spinning here or there. But it's going to come up in many different occurrences throughout your week. And so it's important that you stay vigilant, but also stay discerning. Now, I do not ever condone people losing their heads in paranoia or getting too anxious or, going in guns blazing. Elegance, poise, that kind of thing. This is, it's the James Bond approach that is going to get this done. And it's not about letting your emotions get away with you here. Because the Page of Swords reversed, we have a chance to correct and right a lot of wrongs, but we need to make sure we are doing this with elegance, with ease, and with grace. Again, be more like a flowing martial artist, not necessarily, you don't need to have a sloppy bar fight over this. In fact, as we get on to the material concerns when it comes to your work, your finances, your personal abundance, your job, things like that, we've got the Lovers in reverse. And there does appear to be something going on in a financial partnership, a financial arrangement or agreement that is not a win-win situation for you or for your company, your team, whatever's happening here. And I am seeing a break that has to happen. Some of you may actually, if you run your own business, be firing somebody or deciding to give somebody a heavy, serious talking to at the very least. Some of you may be actually deciding to cut off or ban even clients or customers from your service. For those of you who are curious more just about business life in general or money in general, there is this parting of ways when it comes to an alliance or a connection with a service, an account, or maybe even something that we have recruited ourselves to or invested our money in that is not going to provide a harvest at all. Because with the Lovers card reversed, we do see a situation that is ultimately cheating one side or perhaps cheating both sides just because they're a bad mix. The Page of Swords reverse is indicating that this is something that may or may not be aware, in terms of the other person. They may not be aware of it at all. I'm not seeing that this has to be something skeezy or shady, but it could very well be a little bit problematic. So I want you to take extra special care with this. The Page of Swords reverse is indicating upon discovery of what is going on, it is wise to actually call back your energy, call back your activity, call back your investments in the situation, breaking with contracts and things like that. You may actually find that you need to do this anyway in order to move on to a better alternative that may also present this week. But this is all about severing a lot of these toxic entanglements. As we get onto your community, friends, relatives, maybe other people in your life, I am also seeing something going on with this High Priestess reversed, where I'm not sure if you're witnessing this as a third party or it's maybe happening to you and yours, but I am seeing coming into your space a person who is ultimately trying to worm their way into your life or into your social group, or maybe, into controlling certain people around you and in your family. And the interesting thing about the High Priestess reversed is it does look like she is trying to create a false reality around herself. So what she does is create it by lying. Okay, when we talk about the creation of a false reality by lying, it's a very dark old paradigm thing that, funny enough, picked up a lot of traction in the personal development community a few years ago. But it's dark magic. It's ultimately you create a deception and then you get other people to believe it, and by taking their energy, it creates itself for you. Now, the problem with this is that, well, people are getting manipulated. They're getting their energy robbed. And in a lot of ways, it is also throwing them off their own journeys. Now, with the High Priestess reversed, whether or not this person is doing this intentionally, that may vary from Sagittarius to Sagittarius, who you are dealing with here. But the High Priestess in reverse is indicating it is something that does need to be stopped. If it's not happening to you and yours personally, it may be something that you intervene with as maybe sort of an onlooker, or somebody who is trying to help out in a big way, especially when you are noticing maybe somebody being abusive or manipulative to another member in your family or another member in your community, your social group. But the Page of Swords reversed in regards to the High Priestess reversed, like I said, something is not adding up here. She may be kind of doing this in a way that is ultimately, again, it's all about kind of casting a net, wrangling people up to hold up her reality. It could be something that she is manipulating to steer a social group or a family down a road it shouldn't be going down. I'm also feeling like this could be a way for her to maybe even get some material resources out of it, or something for herself that ultimately, with the Page of Swords reversed, she can never give back a return on. I want to remind everyone, though, I've been saying she this whole time. It does not have to be a she. But the High Priestess reversed is showing up here where somebody is creating or spinning a false web in order to hope, in the vain hope that it will control others this week. And so it's going to be time to use that Page of Swords reversed to start cutting people free, cutting people loose. As we get on to your challenge this week, when it comes to your lessons that may present as a challenge, we've got the Ace of Cups upright, and this is about speaking up. This is about speaking up. Again, it's not about hollering and screaming and getting hysterical. We don't do that. I never advocate that. But with the Ace of Cups upright, there is this big focus on being able to speak up and speak honestly from the truth, and from a place of affection, a place of encouragement, and a place of support. You may feel like some of these things are not your business, right? Maybe with the Lover's card in reverse, you're feeling like, oh, well, honestly, I'd rather just pull my stuff and get away. I don't really want to make a case about this. Or maybe with the High Priestess reverse, it's none of my business, right? It's between those other people. It's the Ace of Cups upright is indicating it is okay to speak up this week, because these are choices being made by people that don't care about the collateral damage that they're doing. And this is a time where a lot of you are going to have to open up, especially as we get to the Lover's card. Where not the Lover's card, excuse me, we were talking about lovers, but the Love card, the Love and Partnerships card, the Love and Romance card, we've got the Justice card in reverse. And you may be facing a situation where a partner is actually kind of at risk of falling under the thrall of somebody that is threatening to kind of take them down down a road that is going to be very hard to come back from. Now, this could be possibly bad advice as far as their own personal business is concerned. I am feeling that there is something deeply personal about this, though, and I don't want anyone to think that this necessarily means, infidelity or anything like that, because this can just as easily happen from like mother figures, father figures, religious figures, or maybe business mentors, things along those lines. But the Justice card reversed is indicating you guys have got to make sure that you are willing to help keep people from, going down a road that they can't get back from as easily, or losing a fair amount of themselves in some kind of external manipulation. And it's almost culty, because when I look at even the High Priestess reversed, I'm like, oh, could she be doing that to your partner? Again, losing somebody in kind of a culty kind of energy. It might not necessarily be a spiritual thing, but heck, they're business cults, right? Pyramid schemes, all kinds of crazy stuff, investment schemes, bad, career choices, all kinds of stuff that, you got to make sure that this week you are able to keep things on the level, and keep your partner on the level as well. Help them discern, speak up, Ace of Cups, upright. For those of you who are currently single or looking for somebody new, you may be meeting somebody new that is in the throes of this, that you may have a chance to kind of wake up, and help them get a bit of coffee in their system. Because with the Page of Swords reversed, they may be completely smitten with this false idea, or this bad mentor, or this Justice card reverse kind of energy, or even the High Priestess in reverse. But we have a chance to kind of clear and dispel whatever illusion has been cast on them. So that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.